Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be working on Gundam's the Mech's accessories. So what we're going to do is I've already created a new layer and just assigned this image to it. So we're going to start off with modeling his beam saber. So as you can see, we're going to start with the basic cylinder. So it's going to rotate it in Z by 90, knocking down the subdivision axis to around 10 to do the trick, and the subdivision caps to 0. I'm just going to slide into position now. I'm just going to scale it down so it conforms with the reference images. Like I said, you may think it's difficult to create, but it's actually a very simple shape. If you just look at it, it's just a cylinder. I'm just going to use one cylinder to create the entire thing. So I'm just creating the handle piece here. I'm just sliding into place roughly. So I'm just going to select these ways and just slide them so it matches up. So I'm going to have to insert a couple of loops. I'm just going to turn my frame back on. So one edge loop here at the bottom, as you can see this bit, and another one here. Actually, let's tweak this a bit. Let's slide these down. There we go. We'll just create another split here. So that's two splits we created. So what we're going to do is going to select these faces and we're going to extrude out. We want to give it some volume. Because if you look at the image, these bits seem to be a little bit thicker than the rest of the handle. So there we go, we just got that nice shape now. Like I said, simple techniques to get really good results. I'm just going to make some minor modifications to this now. So I'm just going to scale these out, create the remaining parts. There we go, you can see everything just lining up. Like I said, modeling is just one big puzzle, kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. You've got the tools to create everything, just going about fitting everything together. So I'm just going to scale this in. There we go. So actually I just undid a couple of things. I'm just going to do the same operation again, but this time I'm just going to scale it a little smaller. Everything's looking a little too big for my liking. So I'm just going to scale in one more time. Still looking too big. I'm just going to have to scale it so it's a little bit smaller. That's too small, so I'm going to go back and just adjust it till I get the right click shape. I think this one more adjustment should do the trick. There we go, finally got it. It's going to be the same for this the opposite side. Same thing, just gonna try and get it. There we go. Let's get it down a bit. I'm just gonna select these edges and just widen them out a little. I'm going to select these edges again, and I'm just going to slide them in Y. So we just want to get it, just give it a little bit more rounded look to it. You can see how quickly we just got the handle done. So I'm going to select these edges and slide those back and do the exact same thing with the opposite edges. Like I said, just want to give you a little bit more roundness. Just rounding out these just a tad. There we go, we got the handle done now. I'm just going to work on the main beam part. So I'm just going to select this face and I'm just going to extrude all the way out. I'm just going to taper this off a little bit. So I'm going to scale it so it tapers off. I'm just taking a look at it from all angles. Turn the image plane back on, and so I'm going to have to add a couple more edge loops because we want to create this bulbous part here near the bottom where it meets up with the handle. So I just insert the edge loop and slid it down a little. We might have to add another edge loop or so. You want to add a couple more. Maybe another two might do the trick. Yep, just one more should do the trick. Actually, I don't think we'll need that additional edge. I think we've got it looking alright as it is. So just got these circular parts to make now. So I'm just going to click save here. I just turned off the X-ray just want to see everything as a whole. I'm just using transformation on it. Delete by type history. It's looking pretty damn good, even if I say so myself. This weren't too difficult to create. So now for these circular pieces, so I'm just going to add an insert. I'm just going to insert an edge loop here. I'm going to select these faces, and I'm going to select these bits first. Try and get more rounded shape to it. Actually, I decided against the it's a small piece. We can just texture it. There's no point modeling it in. So I'm just gonna work on the shield now. So I'm just gonna turn off reference and I'm just gonna rotate the reference image so I can get to a better view, a better angle. Sorry. So just turn reference back on. Actually, I'm just gonna have to turn reference off. I'm just gonna have to slide this image so it's so the shield, it's part of the shield portion is going down the center of the grid because we're going to be working on one side, so we want it to be as accurate as symmetrical as possible. You can see I've got a couple reference images set up. So the way we're going to create this is same way we created the helmet and the mech. So it's created a polyplane. We can knock its subdivisions down to around 5 this time because we want some we're going to need a couple of divisions to work with. Actually we'll knock it up to 6 because we need one division run down center because we won't be working on one side only. Just going to scale up. So we're just going to push and pull these words until they line up with the reference image. Like I've been saying all along, these shapes may look difficult, but the actual process of modeling them is very simple. So just sliding these bits across across. I'm just using the line and the reference images to tell me where everything should be. I'm not doing any guesswork yet, I'm just using the blueprints. I'm going to slide all these up. You can see you really don't need that many polygons to create something like this. Like I said, you want to use all the geometry you have to you want to use them effectively. Like I said from the get-go, you want to, once you use them, once you've pushed them as far as they can go, that's when you add more edge loops. You don't want to just go whacking in more edge loops without just cause. The fewer polygons you have, the easier it is to control. You can see I'm not really having any trouble just tweaking these. If I had a whole bunch, then tweaking would become a real pain. I'm just lining everything up now. You can see I'm using the lines and the reference images to tell me where the bird should be going. I'm just doing a little bit more tweaking. I'm just pulling these down. We'll need one more edge loop going vertically to create this shape here. Like I said, I've used them once. I've used them as far as they can go. That's when you add in more. So you can see I'm just using the lines to create this interesting type shape it's got going on. I'm going to search another edge loop because you can see, because you can see that this bit goes down here. So it's something that I didn't really like what I was getting. I just thought it's just better to use the split polygon tool rather than create an entire edge loop just for that simple shape. You notice that we've got a try, yeah, but it's no big deal anyway. Having a couple tries here and there isn't going to cause the sky to fall down on your head. It's okay. Plus, this is a hard safe subject, so it's not going to be deforming like an organic character will be. So just bear that in mind. I mean, you wanna stick to quads as much as possible, but having a couple tries here and there it's okay. So I'm just tweaking these. I'm just gonna select this edge and I'm just gonna extrude out because rather than just pull all these words here, we just don't have enough polygons, so that's why I'm just decided to extrude this edge. You can really see now how these shields really start to come together. It's like all the other pieces I created. This piece is similar to the mask we created on the Gundam's head area. We just created the general shape first, and then we're gonna select all the face and extrude out to give it some volume. So I'm just selecting these edges here, and then I'm just gonna extrude out. I'm gonna extrude out in Z. Here we go. I'm just looking at it from all angles, making sure it's okay. Got a little bit of nastiness going on here, but we'll fix that. It's just simply tweaking one or two bits. Just gonna tweak it real quick. Like I said, it just pulls down to one. There we go. That seems to have fixed it. It's going to do the same for the top. Okay, that's not too bad. It's just going to make just a slight adjustment. There we go. It's okay now. So I just brought back the reference images. What I'm going to do now is going to select all these faces and I'm just going to extrude out. You want to give some thickness to it, but it's a shield after all, and shields have some thickness to them. I'm just checking everything to make sure that everything's okay. We're not having any disgusting stuff going on. Let's use the split polygon tool again, and we're just gonna cut in a couple more. Let me just check. See, we might not have to. So I just decided to delete that edge, and we're just gonna use the split polygon tool again. There we go. Just working my way down. Okay, we're gonna have to create some edge groups going horizontally. If you noticed before, when I created that used the split polygon tool before to create that edge, it created a triangle. So that's why I deleted it. Rather just keep it quiet. So I just created a new split, but this time I didn't go all the way to the corner. I'm just using these new edges to prevent me from getting a try. And there you go. We're just gonna add another edge loop. There we go. We've got almost the entire shield done now. Not a single try. I'm just taking a look at it to make sure it's okay. The split polygon tool is really good for cutting in shapes like this. You can really see it doesn't take too much effort to create something as intricate as this. This boils down to your knowledge of blueprints and modeling techniques. So what I'm doing now is I'm just using the paint selection tool to select all these faces. It's a very fast way to select a bunch of faces at once, rather than having to just hold down shift and select them one by one. This one you can just paint over them. You don't have to hold shift or nothing. So the brush size is too big, so I'm just going to scale it down so a little bit. There we go. I'm just gonna, you can find this paint selection tool in the edit option. It's near the bottom. There we go. You can see how fast we can select all these faces here. It's a real time saver rather than having to go in and click away with this. I just did a couple strokes and you just saw how easy it was for us to select a whole bunch. So I'm just going to turn off X-ray here so I can just get a better look at things to make sure I don't have anything else selected. But this, I also forgot to mention, I'm using the pen selection tool. It's also a good way to, it's a good tool to use, but you hardly ever select any straight faces. So just select these faces here and just extruding up. There we go. So everything's really starting to come together now. So just scaled in a little bit, just give it a little bit of brightness. There we go. So we want to get rid of these side faces. Like I said, we're going to be duplicating over this side, so we don't want none of these troublesome faces here on the side. I'm just carefully going all the way down. Make sure I don't have anything selected, and make sure I don't have any stuff by accident selected. So let's delete those. Seems that I had a couple selected by mistake. So I'm going to delete those. So I'm going to straighten off these verts now. It's the same technique we've been using from the get-go, just selecting the verts using the scale tool to align them and just snapping them to the center of the grid. Just checking to make sure it conforms with the rest of the image planes. The next one roll back on. You can see now everything's lining up nicely. I'm just going to have to tweak these top bits here. I'm just selecting these edges. I'm just going to slide them down. Actually, undo that. I'm sliding them down again. So that's just going to have to select these edges. I'm just going to round it off a bit. I'm just pulling these verses to the side. Side them out so they conform with the shape of the. Sorry, so they conform with the reference image. Doing some more point tweaking here. Just doing the same thing we did with the top, with the bottom area now. Just rounding out the formula. Just using the lines to tell me where each word should be placed. I mean, I was lucky to find really good blueprints for his accessories, so having good blueprints is also one of the main parts of good modeling. I'm just looking at everything from all angles, make sure it's okay, and I just noticed this bit seems to be a little off, so I'm just going to tweak these. Remember, you always want to look at everything from all angles, as many different angles as possible. You may notice some odd occurrences, especially if this is something that's in a game where the player's going to be able to rotate the camera. You're going to try and simulate that yourself. You want it to look good from all possible angles. I'm just selecting these words here. I'm just gonna push him back just ever so slightly. So I'm just gonna have to tweak these just a little bit. There we go, it's looking much sharper now. Just fixing these stray birds here. going to straighten up these things, these edges here, just to make them look nice and crisp. Just going to adjust this top bit, it's just looking a little odd to me. So just brought back this second reference images I've got. So if you look at this image, you can if you notice on the side, it's got these three indented areas. So we're going to have to create those now. See here, this is a better angle. You can really see it now from this. So we're just going to have to create this. So it's going to have to tweak this and top off it all. There we go, it's much better. I have to tweak this a little bit more. I just undid that. Try moving this way instead, see what happens. I'm gonna hide this image real quick, just wanna try and get this to look good. You can see that the shape is looking odd from some certain angles, so I just wanna try and fix that. I'm just gonna pull these bits out a little, give it some more thickness, a little more thickness to the on the sides. That's probably why I was looking on it odd in the first place. Let's make some more small tweaks to it. That's looking much better now. Oh, definitely looking better. So let's bring back the image planes again. So we're going to create these indented areas now on the side. So just turned up wireframe, so you can see what it looks like. That's all. Looking alright. Just duplicate over the other side. You can really see now start to come together. Just turn on the wireframe again. Just going to turn on X-ray. So we're going to have to insert some edge loops because we're going to create these indented areas. So we're just going to have to add a couple, probably around 6 maybe. 6 more edge loops. So that's 2. I'm just going to redo those again. So that's I'm going to see if we can use some existing edge loops. So there we go. Just a couple more now. That's it, that's all we need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these faces here. These 4 faces. I'm just going to ask extruding. That's what we're going to do, this small extrusion. That's looking a little odd. I'm going to have to step back a bit. assembled those. Just gonna just hide this image plane. I think I might have accidentally selected the faces on the back, so I'm just gonna redo it again. Select 4 faces. Extrude in again. There we go, just that one extrusion. That's much better, you can see. Yep, it's looking nice. So I'm just gonna tweak these edges now just to give it just that little bit more roundness to it. We're more or less done with the shield now. Just doing some minor tweaks. I'm just gonna go around and fix some of these edges. So I'm just gonna try and evenly space these out. Got some penetration going on here, so I'm just gonna fix that real quick. So I'm just setting these widths and just sliding them. So I'm just gonna move over to the opposite side and do the same thing, slide them. Just round out just a little bit more. Just make sure everything's looking okay. And there we go, we got the shield now in all its glory. Just gonna delete this off, don't need it. So duplicate this over. Scale in x by -1. And there we go, the shield. Just looking at it from all angles, make sure it's okay. You can see it conforms with the shape of the image quite accurately. So and just rotating the image plane back to its original that it was originally. There we go, just hiding that, and now we're gonna work on the last piece now, which is the gun. So I'll see you in the next video.